I'm so honored to have you here in the studio. Sorry for talking so much in Dutch, but I had to...
Why would you apologize for that?
I don't know. Language. I don't know. You're a special guest. Maybe that's the reason.
No.
I'm trying to be polite. That's it, I think.
You're on your home turf.
That's right.
Speak your language.
Yeah, you're right. Well, I'll continue in Dutch a little bit. Want Christian McBride is hier. En het is de man die toch wel centraal stond dit festival. Want hij was artist in resident dit jaar. Een van de meest gevraagde bassisten van vandaag de dag. Altijd op pad met muzikanten waar wij allemaal halleluja tegen zeggen. Dan hebben we het over Herbie Hancock, Chaka Khan, Pat Metheny, Sting. Ga er maar door. Maar een geweldige bandleider is hij ook nog. En dat hebben we bij deze editie van Noordzee Jazz zeker gehoord. Welcome and congratulations, of course, for the title of Artist in Residence.
Thank you.
Does it give you any special feeling to have that honor?
It does give me a special feeling. I mean, this is the biggest jazz festival in the world. And I've played here many times with a lot of different people. And to be the artist in residence, that means a lot.
Yeah, you've been here 20 times, if I'm correct.
I don't know if it's been that many, but
it has been, yeah.
More than 10.
Yeah, more than 10. Well, I think it was 20, but now this special privilege. Is it difficult to describe? Because it's also a carte blanche to do what you want, in a way.
Yeah.
Is it difficult to decide? Because you can do so much. You can invite people, you can go anyway, to decide what you want to do at a festival like this.
Well, I think the reason why I was asked to be artist in residence is because I actually have 4 working bands right now.
Yeah, okay.
So it was easy to kind of just bring all of my bands over. I played with my quintet, Inside Straight. I played with some wonderful Dutch musicians in an all-star big band. I played with my trio tonight. And then I did a series of interviews, on-stage interviews called Conversations with Christian. I had Greg Osby, Layla Hathaway, and Avishai Cohen. So this has been a busy weekend.
Let's talk about some of the names you just dropped. Lada Hathaway to start with, because she's of royal soul blood, of course, right. Daughter of Donny Hathaway. Yeah. She has a special technique to sing in more than one voice. Yeah. Did she do it with you on stage?
Yes, she did.
You have to explain this, because it's something maybe you know the technique behind it, how it works.
Well, that's actually a very traditional thing. They have what's called throat singers from Tibet. And I don't know the actual...
The monks,
the monks,
we all know.
Exactly, yeah. Tibetan monks do that. Now, I don't know what the actual technique is, but I think there are probably a number of singers who can do that. But Layla is special because she has the ears of an instrumentalist. So, I mean, it's not random. You know, she's not just making some sound. I mean, she knows exactly how to make it in tune. It's pretty crazy.
That's impressive, yes. I've seen her do it with another group as well, and I was blown away. And the group as well. Does it do something to you when you're on stage and someone brings something special like that on stage live?
That's why I like working with a lot of different people. That's why I think all musicians should work with a lot of different people. You know, don't stay in your element. You know, get out there and work with people who are going to challenge you.
That's something you teach other musicians as well, because you have the tendency to teach and coach other people as well. Why is that so important for you? Because you're busy enough, right?
Well, because that's what a lot of musicians did to me when I was when I was a teenager. You know, people like Ron Carter, Wynton Marsalis, Kenny Barron, all of these great musicians would take time out of their busy schedule to come talk to us teenagers and give us a lot of words of encouragement. So I want to give that back.
Who was the most important for you?
I had a lot of people who were important to me. When I grew up in Philadelphia, and there was a lot of musicians in Philadelphia who were very helpful. In my family, my dad plays bass, my great uncle plays bass. So I had my family. But outside of the family, there were a lot of musicians in Philadelphia, like the Landon brothers, Robert and Byron Landon. My 2 best friends in high school were Joey DeFrancesco and Questlove. And Kurt Rosenwinkel. We all went to high school together. And then I met Wynton Marsalis, and he became like a big mentor and a big brother to me.
What do you think, if I went to a school like that, would I have a little bit more musical talent? Because it's the upbringing and your environment is of a big influence, of course.
Yes.
If you wouldn't have been there, you would have grown up here in the south of Netherlands, would it still be there?
I don't know. I mean, like I said, the bass runs in my family. So I was already deep into the music before I got to high school.
Sure.
So had I not gone to that school, I just would have tried to find somewhere that had something close to that, you know.
You already mentioned you've played with Dutch musicians today, your big band. Efraim Trullijo, for example, the saxophone player, and Rick Moll, the trumpet player.
Yeah.
How did they do? Because
they were awesome.
We know them, so they must have been quite nervous, I think.
No, I don't think they were nervous at all.
I think they were. Yes. But how did they do?
They were amazing. Yeah. I had a wonderful time with those guys. I wish we had a little more time to rehearse, but, you know, that's always the case, you know. I understand they also played with Roy Hargrove last week at the Concertgebouw in Amsterdam.
Yeah.
So they're awesome. They did a great job.
We're doing a radio show now. Usually you're on this side of the microphone, doing your own radio show, right? The Lowdown, Conversations with Christian McBride.
Yeah.
Interviewing musicians. You've done one edition, especially here, right?
I did 3.
3 of them? Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah.
Who did you interview?
I had Layla Hathaway, Greg Osby, and Avishai Cohen.
What was your best question?
What was my best question? I don't know if I had a best question, but today when I interviewed Avishai Cohen, I gave him a blindfold test. So I played him all of these different trumpet players.
Oh, really?
And that was fun.
And did he know who was who?
He knew everybody.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
He's the smartest. And the voice, because you have this perfect radio voice, of course.
Yeah.
If you just stay here and talk all night, do you have time for that? Because then I go, and then you take over the radio show.
What time do you get off the air?
1. Nah.
I got to be in the lobby.
Sure.
We're going to Madrid in a couple hours.
Sure. I'm kidding. But we're going to listen to one of the recordings.
If I didn't have to leave tomorrow, I would stay.
You would have taken over.
No, I wouldn't take it over.
I would have been honored, actually. But we're going to listen to one of the recordings we've made. Well, there was a lot. And with your own trio, we're going to listen to Who's Making